Wala pa akong pera baon ako sa utang. Actually, may 200,000 akong utang kay
That-
Erickson. Sumasabay pa ako sa kotse ng isang member. Honestly, kung hindi inintroduce sa akin si God, let's say sa church or yung relationship, I probably would have.
Money Masters with Chinky Tan.
The views and opinions expressed by guests on Shink Positive are their own and do not necessarily represent those of the producers, hosts, or network. Shink Positive is for entertainment and informational purposes only. While guests may share insights on financial and business topics, this does not imply endorsement of any products or services. Viewers should perform with their own research.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's the Philippines' big band crooner, successful solo artist, entrepreneur, businessman, and syempre, happy husband to Maricar Reyes Poon. Today, we're going to talk about his journey and his band life, solo career, and his views about pera, syempre, at saka buhay. Let us welcome to our episode, no other than Mr. Richard Poon. Palakpakan naman. Hi,
Thank you,
Richard.
Chinky. So nice to be here. Ninong?
Ay, nako, Ninong. Nako. Baka sabihin ng tao, Ninong sa binyag, ha? Oo. Ano lang, clarify lang. Ninong sa kasal to.
Ninong sa kasal.
So, how's life?
Okay naman. Yung sinabi mong career, it's been actually 17th year ko this year.
Wow.
So, sobrang happy kasi never ko inisip na as a Chinese guy na magiging bread and butter ko yung music. Kasi
Oo nga
hindi
eh.
siya familiar. But,
Yeah, let's talk about yung ano, di ba? Yung tell us about your childhood. How was yung sa upbringing about peras in a Chinese family?
okay. Upbringing sa pera, as usual, di ba, pag Chinese talagang very thrifty. Laging mag-ipon, wag ubusin. So, I wouldn't say sobrang super galing ako, but lagi nilang sinasabi when I was young, magaling daw ako mag-save.
Wow.
So, I would have savings, lagi akong, yung pag may kailangan, meron akong pwedeng hugutin sa account ko. So, but minsan, I think may 2 times na medyo nahirapan yung family. Emergency lang. I think si mama had to withdraw. Sabi niya, anak, baka kung pwede lang, gamitin natin yung savings na you have.
Ilang taong ka nun?
I think siguro mga grade school, may isa high school early high school. Twice, nagka-problem yung family sa pera. So,
Wow.
I think may 15,000 ako ng mga 1980s. Ayun, nagamit.
So, talking about challenges, syempre, ang perception kasi karamihan ng mga tao, pagka Filipino-Chinese ka, mayaman ka, marangya ang buhay. Pero yun nga, ano yung financial challenge na experience during that time?
Well, unknown to many, si Papa, when he married Mama, actually, he was into debt. Meron siyang maraming utang that time. Yan ang hindi alam ng mga tao. So,
Bakit?
we grew up, lumaki sa streets, tapos hindi nakatapos ng Mapua kasi magaling mag-basketball.
Oh.
Tigil siya hindi niya natapos yung Mapua. Talagang puro basketball. Kaya siguro sabi niya, kung anak kong lalaki, huwag ka puro basketball. You have to finish school. Parang gano'n. So, may utang si Papa, marami. And then he was able to pay it off nung nag-asawa sila. And then naumpisahan ni Mama actually, many people pala don't know, na yung Mr. Poon restaurant na 50 years na,
Oh.
Mama ko nag-umpisa.
Oh.
And then binigay na niya kay Papa, ikaw na magtuloy.
So, sino yung cook original? Si Mama?
Ma'am.
Wow!
Di ko nga alam yun, kaya sabi ko, ba't ko lang nalaman na Mama, you started it pala. And then eventually, parang nabigay sa dad ko. And then my dad put his own
Flavor.
which is the lapu-lapu. Doon siya yumaman sa lapu-lapu.
Okay, guys, FYI lang, no? Parang, if you are living in Binondo, Tondo, di ba? Ang Mr. Poon, ang original, nasa may ano yan eh? Anong street?
Mabini.
Mabini
Yes.
Street. Grabe ang pila nun. As in, definitely, yung must try is the beef. Yung talagang beef.
Steamed beef.
Steamed beef. And then number 2, yung lapu-lapu talaga. Sobrang sarap nun talaga.
Yung mud sauce, live lapu-lapu with mud sauce, yung parang brown. Kakaiba yun eh, kasi yung iba, toyo lang eh. Doon
Tama.
siya yumaman.
Okay. So, during that time, ano naman yung, syempre, na-inherit mo? Di ba? Kasi, ang parati ko sinasabi, ang pera, pagka pinamana, nauubos. Ang negosyo, pag pinamana, minsan nalulugi. Pero yung karunungan, at saka yung parang hindi mo makalimutan na minana mo sa parents mo, ano yun?
Kay Papa, I think it's I call it a tiger resilience. Yung hardworking. Imagine mo when I worked with my dad after graduating sa Lasal.
Okay.
6 years at least nag-work ako sa kanya. Our off was only Sunday dinner.
Wow.
Meaning we would work 6.5 days a week.
So, naging parang assistant chef.
Lahat. I had to start muna, sabi ni Papa, you cannot cook, kailangan dishwasher ka muna.
Wow!
Sa loob ng kusina. So meaning...
Ilan taong ka pala nun?
Fresh graduate from college, so 20.
Wow.
So ganun muna, hugas ka ng kawali, wax in, wax out. And then eventually, after nun, ilang buwan, fryer ka naman kasi may fried shrimp kami, di ba? Fried chicken. So yung dalawa, fried shrimp, fryer station ako.
Oh.
Tapos hanggang mamaya, mag-chami ka na, yung parang
nag-mix na.
canton.
Oo.
And then after a while, hanggang sa pinakamahirap na, and steam beef, hanggang sa toge, and then lapu-lapu. Lapu-lapu na yung pinakatuktok. I had to work my way up. So, natuto ko kay Papa. Nung nahirapan na ako inside the kitchen, honestly, it's, I think, very difficult na half day lang yung pahinga mo per week.
Hindi yan ang buhay na gusto mo siguro.
Hindi talaga. Tsaka nagdilim talaga ako. But it also made me understand na hindi ko naintindihan before na ganyan pala yung sacrifice niya to give me a good life.
Wow.
So, nung nahirapan na ako, I finally understood if there's a model of sacrifice for family. Grabe itong ginawa ni Papa. That's the first.
Richard, paano naman napasok? Siyempre naman, from a cook, di ba? 6.5 years. Di ba? Paano ka nang pumasok sa entertainment industry?
Nangyari, I started cooking with my dad 1994 when I graduated college. And then, somewhere mga 99, 6 years na kami magkasama, I noticed na ang dami naming friction. Looking back, I would say na we were both at fault. Parang siya, in a way, hindi siya ganun ka... He's very traditional as a businessman, parang rags to riches. So parang when I was telling my dad, hey, we need to maybe put some computers, inventory, kasi pa, may nagnanakaw ng soft drinks mo, may nagnanakaw ng beer.
Hindi mo alam.
Hindi mo alam kasi wala namang inventaryo. Siya naman, hindi na kailangan, ganun. O baka nagnanakaw yung kahera. Baka yung inventory mo ng pagkain, may nagnenenok. So medyo resistant. Ako naman, siguro, I think because masyadong bata, mapusok masyado. Pareho kaming alpha male. So, by that time, honestly, I would honestly say, hindi ako strong enough to leave the house, to leave the business. I'm not strong enough. But I believe divinely si God siguro made a way na may tumawag na dati kong classmate from Pasig.
Then?
I lived in Malate that time. Sabi niya, Richard, we have this small place in Pasig. Gawa tayo ng small restaurant. Maybe you can manage. Sabi ko, nung narinig ko yun, saktong-sakto. And then we had a big fight ni Papa. Parang nagalit siya sa akin talaga. May konting physical, konting bugbog.
Wow.
To saktong-sakto, after the incident, tumawag yung friend ko. So, parang ako, wala na akong, maybe sakto talaga. I said, sige, just get me a small place where I can live. Kasi never naman ako bumukod dyan. 26 years ako sa Malate. So, the guy said, sige, we'll find you a place. True enough, dyan sa Pasig, there's a small village. They got me a small room na 6,000 per month. Doon na, sabi ko, sige, if you can find me a place, doon ako lumayas.
So, lumayas ka?
So, lumayas ako sa bahay sa Malate, our home talaga na 26 years. I don't see it now as negative kasi para sa akin, it teaches you resilience. You have to calm yourself and say, no, try to win them. Try your best pa rin. Kaya ngayon, when there's, let's say, emergency situations on stage, hindi ako mabilis marattle because I've gone through the
worst.
Mga ganong situations. Yeah. Parang hindi favorable.
Yeah. So guys, ito lang sabihin ko sa inyo. Importante talaga. Yun nga. A lot of people, yun nga, want to become, si Richard Poon, sikat na. Pero hindi natin alam yung dinaanan. Kaya guys, kung ikaw may pinagdadaanan ka ngayon, let me tell you this. Huwag kang aayaw, huwag kang bibigay. It's just a matter of time. Ngayon, aalamin naman natin next yung paano ba siya naging crooner. The reason why you are successful right now because you did the 10,000 hour rule. Are you familiar with the 10,000 hour rule?
Yes.
You do something over and over again for 10,000 hours. You become an expert at what you're doing. And it only takes 2.5 years, 8 hours a day. 2.5 years mong gagawin yan. And you did yung part niya, 40 years 40 years. So, without you knowing, yan yung tuition fee mo.
Exactly.
So, paano naman napunta sa, yun nga, as a crooner?
Yung acoustic group lasted 4 years. And then I felt na it's time to go. After 2 albums, we tried our best. parang ito na yung, parang we hit a wall. So I said, it's time to go. Buti na lang, even the other members also felt it. Because initially, I told them earlier na, hey, maybe you want to call it quits. Sila parang, Richard, we need the money Let's stay muna. So I decided that time, I won't initiate to stop the group. One time, we were going down Shaw Boulevard. Sumasabay pa ako sa kotse ng isang member kasi nga, wala pa ako masyadong pera that time.
Uy, by the way, ilang taong ka na nun?
Siguro U-turn 2002, 2006, maybe 30s.
Grabe,
Wala pa akong pera. Baon ako sa utang. Actually, may 200,000 akong utang kay Erickson.
Dahil sa restaurant yata yan.
Because, when the restaurant closed, wala akong utang. But nagkautang ako kasi I couldn't find a stable job after.
So, grabe. Guys, ito lang, kailangan maramdaman natin kasi yung pinag-uusapan ng natin ngayon. At saka mukhang bata lang to. Pero looks may be deceiving, maniwala kayo. Pero 30 plus ka na, imagine mo, may utang ka, wala kang stable income, wala kang stable career. That's really, what's going inside your mind before we even talk about yung sasakyan?
Actually, honestly, kung hindi inintroduce sa akin si God, let's say sa church or yung relationship, I probably would have broken down somewhere. Really bad. Feeling ko lang yun. I think Erickson, you guys, showing na, hey, you need a relationship with God. I think that became my anchor na hard to believe. Pero yung kahit na parang walang pera ng 8 years na baon ako sa utang.
Wow, 8 years 8
years.
Crazy.
Crazy. I still believe na, why am I giving this 10% tithe? Why am I still believing? Parang parang something. But I would probably honestly say na I wasn't that positive, but I would obey.
Yeah.
Parang, ano ba to? Wala pa rin akong pera. Parang ganun. Pero I kept...
Wow.
there has to be something, sabi ko. There has to be something. And then after I left the group at nag-stop na yung acoustic group, I was thinking to do all originals playing bass. Hindi crooner, hindi Bublé or Sinatra. But Eric said, if gusto mong ako ang mag-manage sa'yo, I see you as the Bublé ng Philippines.
Wow.
Which I didn't want.
Kasi parang, kokopya lang ako, parang gumagaya lang ako.
Tsaka gusto ko originals. Yan naman, singing Sinatra old songs. It's a cover of old songs. So ayoko, nag-away kami. And then, syempre, dahil good friends kami, we patched up. Sabi ko, Eric, feeling ko kasi I don't like kung saan mo ko dadalhin. Parang gano'n. Sabi niya, why don't you keep an open mind? Sa U-turn, nagigitara ako, naka-t-shirt lang ako. Sabi ni Erickson, hey, there's a group now going to Kyrgyzstan. Merong mission trip. They need to raise funds. Maraming kakanta sa isang gabi dyan sa isang bar. Why don't you go? Just 3 songs. Put down your guitar, put a suit and sing 3 standard songs. The Way You Look Tonight, mga ganun. So, ginawa ko. I felt so bare. Alam mo, pag nagigitara ka, then
kasi parang...
Pag binaba mo, parang...
Ano yan? Parang comfort, mo yan eh.
Exactly. It's like you're naked.
Oo.
Ganun. And then, so I sang the 3 songs, standard, jazz. Then, 2 people came to me, 1 girl, 1 boy, very straight. We watched you before sa acoustic group. You're okay. But now, what you did, 200%.
Wow.
When they said it, parang nahimasmasan ako. I went back to Eric, my good friend, and I said, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you see something in me na I don't see.
Yeah.
Ganon. Emotions ko medyo nega. Ayoko talaga eh.
Oo naman. Siyempre, yung pride mo eh.
Pride ko eh.
Nagkamali ka eh.
Pero, sige, I'm open. And then, dun niya sinabi sa akin, eto plan ko sa'yo.
Sige, before the plan, guys, I don't want to miss this learning moment. Alam nyo, lahat tayo, we need really outsiders in our lives to really take a peek from an outside perspective. And you know what? Ito yung natutunan ko sa buhay. Sometimes we're too close to the tree. We hug the tree. We don't see the forest. Akala lang natin pang dito tayo. Akala natin pang ganito lang tayo. Pero may taong nakakita ng mas Kaya nga dapat bigyan mo ng opportunity na makinig ka. Uy guys, tagal-tagal mo na dyan. Wala pa rin nangyayari. Hindi mo makukuha yan sa sipag at tiyaga. Diba? Yun may kasabihan nga eh. If a person does the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, ang tawag doon ay insanity. Kaya nga, kailangan may magbago. Ano yung mawawala? Just like what happened. And then after that, ano sinabi na plan ni Eric?
So, nung nag-sorry ako sa kanya, I said, these two people said my value doubled 200% on stage without the guitar, wearing a suit. So, sabi ko, I'm open. What's your plan? Doon niya nilay out.
Wow.
And then, my first album,
Kailan to? Anong taon? 2008
2008.
na.
2007 actually.
Okay.
And then, nagplan na siya. We'll make an album. I'll sell you to the labels. MCA picked me up, which is now UMG. Tapos yung first album ko, I'll Take Care of You, as a crooner na, double platinum.
Wow!
So, sobra akong happy. And then 2008, kinuha na ako ng ASAP.
Wow!
So, I was both happy. Very, very happy kasi I started earning real money
Uy,
na.
pero sandali lang, before that, naalala ko pa, sumusunod ako sa kanya. Pumupunta ako ng sa may Pasig na
Is that Eastwood?
Eastwood.
Yes. Doon ako every Tuesday.
Ang tagal mo doon.
Ang tagal ko doon. Yan yung 2007.
Oo nga, ang tagal mo doon.
Tagal ko doon.
Nag-practice ka rin doon.
Yes. Every Tuesday, because Eastwood was looking for a performer doon sa may fountain area. Doon nila ako nilagay. So doon ako nakapag-build ng fan base na mga mahilig sa mga Bublé, Sinatra.
Magkano kinikita mo na noon during that time?
That time, I think they would give us as a group mga 8. So siguro,
per night.
paghatian, mga 1 plus. 1 plus.
Hindi pa rin.
Hindi pa rin. Medyo lumaki na yung kita ko nung I was visible sa ASAP.
Oo.
When I was visible sa TV, then my TF started to go up na.
Pagdating naman sa okay naman, maganda yung ginawa mo, pero not everyone. Pero ito lang, kasi yung property, it's an appreciating asset eh.
Exactly.
Kaya okay lang na utangin kasi kayang talunin ng appreciation yung interest.
Yes.
Oo. Yung sa sasakyan lang ang medyo mahirap.
Sasakyan hindi. Kaya nga, you notice, hindi ako nagba-brand new car. Lagi akong, when I was working my way up, second hand, pero maganda yung condition ng car.
Oh, guys, ito lang sana kapulutan nyo na ng aral. Again, the purpose of a car is to bring you from point A to point B. Diba? Kung hindi mo kayang i-afford, diba, bumili ka na lang, pero make sure lang, tama yung ginawa niya from kakilala. As a matter of fact, we also got a Honda Jazz. I think around 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Alam mo kanino namin nabili? Kay Twinkle.
Oh.
Si Twinkle, oo. Si Twinkle, bahay, lang rin yan eh.
Bahay.
So, nung nakuha namin yung sasakyan, 70,000 kilometers lang. Hanggang ngayon, 2025 na, okay pa rin siya.
Okay pa rin niya.
Pero we got it at really at a good price. Kaya kami, nagkakaintindihan kami dito. So, di ba, alam mo, ang isang malaking issue talaga, syempre, as we age, okay na, naayos mo na yung career mo, debt-free ka na, nakapag-start ka na, okay na. When it comes naman to yung love life, oo, kailan naman pumasok yung part na yun? Anong taon?
I met Maricar 2009. Alam ng manager ko si Erickson na nakita ko siya sa isang teleserye. And I said, ang ganda.
Sino siya?
Crush ko siya. Hindi ko siya kilala eh. Crush ko lang siya. Nakita ko yung mukha niya. Sabi ko, parang Taiwanese. Kasi walang sound. When I saw Maricar on TV, there's no sound. Sabi ko, uy, may parang Taiwanese.
Parang nag-slow mo ba?
Sabi ko, parang Taiwanese. Pero nung tinaasan ko yung volume, uy, nagtatagalog. Sobrang crush ko siya. And then, I didn't know, my manager was close to Mr. M sa Star Magic. Pinaalam siya, si Richard, may music video sa isang song. Can we hire Maricar? Di syempre si Mr. M naman, sige, bigay mo, ganon. So, I met her sa shoot na sa Batangas, sa beach. Doon ko siya na-meet. Medyo mataray pa siya kasi bad mood siya. That time may nakaaway siyang, parang may konting tension. So, medyo bad mood siya that time. And then yun, nag-shoot lang kami ng mainit na video sa under the sun dun sa may beach. And then after nun, tinawagan ko siya. And then, yun, ligaw-ligaw. Tapos, nagkagustuhan kami 2009 na.
Okay.
But I felt may parang sensing ako na parang hindi tama yung time. So, I held back again another year. Until 2010, nakita ulit kami sa Star Magic Ball. And then doon, tinuloy ko na.
Sandali lang.
Paniligaw ko.
Ang labo nun. When you held back, nagsabi ka ba? O
nagsabi ako.
Abuti naman.
Pero na-weirdoan siya sa akin. Kasi hindi niya alam na ang background ko, hindi maganda yung background ko pagdating sa love. I mean, mapusok akong tao. Tsaka yung palit-palit. Actually, if I didn't kung hindi ako napunta sa church or nag-ground to any sort of faith, ayokong ikasal. Kasi nakita ko, separated yung parents ko. Tapos, my dad had multiple relationships. So, feeling ko,
May trauma.
yun na lang siguro gagawin ko. 2 years, tapos hiwalay. Bago, 2 years, hiwalay. 2 years. Ganun lang. Yun lang plano ko that time. So, by the time na gusto ko siya, nung kagustuhan kami 2000, I felt it was too fast. And I'm usually too fast. So feeling...
Natakot ka.
Natakot ako na, baka ito ka na naman, parang gano'n. So, I had to take a step back. Nung 2010, feeling ko parang pwede na. So, niligawan ko siya by that time. And I also took it slow. Until nga na parang naging sure ako. Medyo nainis pa si Maricar sa akin, ba ito, urong sulong tong lalaking to. Kaya lang di niya alam na kaya nga ako nagme-make sure kasi nga volatile ako eh. Diba? Tapos wala nga akong good image ng marriage. So, I was making sure na, Lord, ayoko nang palit-palit ulit, tapos yung hiwalay ulit. So, I was making sure na, sige nga, mag-friends nga tayo ilang taon. Gusto pa ba kita after 1 or 2 years? Kaya nung 2010, alam mo yung parang, we like each other, pero walang holding hands tayo. Alam mo yung parang, syempre siya parang, nawi-weird doon siya sa akin. Parang, ano ba itong tao na to? Gusto ko, pero nag-restrain siya. But yun nga hindi niya naintindihan na the reason I'm restraining is because I'm afraid of repeating my past patterns paulit-ulit.
So I do believe the reason why you are the person that you are today because of what God has done in your life. Ano yung naging papel ng Diyos sa buhay mo?
Well, He taught me first to stand on my own 2 feet. On my own, tingin ko hindi ako bubukod. I will stay with my parents. Kaya lang, nangyari talaga yung nangyari. I was forced to leave. I encountered 8 years of debt. Naghirap ako to stand on my own. But it forced me, all those hardships forced me to be stronger, to face, magkaroon ng grit kahit na may pressure. It's to always find solutions. Huwag kang nega. Kumbaga, no matter how hard the problem is, there's always a solution. Doon ako nasanay na laging may solusyon. Tsaka something about pagbubukod or standing on your own 2 feet is there's no one to blame but yourself. Minsan pag nakikita ka sa ibang tao, ang daming pwedeng sisihin. Mama ko, tatay ko, kapatid ko.
Tama.
But when you're alone and doing major decisions, like yung 8 years na may utang ko, I have no one to blame but myself.
Wow.
So ngayon napapansin ko, I notice a lot of people blame other people. And it's because never sila tumayo sa sariling paa. So there's always somebody to blame.
Yes.
It's my mom, it's my dad,
It's my boss.
it's my boss, it's my brother, it's my sister, it's my OFW kapatid. Laging may biniblame. And for me, I think I would have been more negative had God not forced me na bumukod.
Wow.
So sa akin, yung foundation na yun na tumayo ka sa sariling paa, get out of your father's successful shadow, lumabas ka doon. Meron akong plano for you sa music.
Wow.
So yun
Alam
yung
mo,
important.
Richard, habang sinasabi mo yun, this is really very powerful. Kasi maraming tao, yun nga, ayaw nila mag-decide eh. Like for example, ito naman career ko eh. Hindi naman itong gusto ko, gusto ng parents ko to. Yung pinag-aralan ko, ayaw naman eh. Yung damit na sinusot ko, ayaw. Huwag naman sana pati asawa na pinili mo, hindi mo pinili. The reason why, ang daming tao, they don't want to make decisions. Dahil nga, wala na silang pwedeng sisihin pag nag-decide na sila. Which you mentioned.
Accountability. Full accountability for your life.
Yung parang ikaw na eh.
Ikaw na.
You must be responsible. Guys, kung ikaw nakikinig ka ngayon and you're watching this, nakaka-relate ka. Natatakot ka parating mag-decide. Kasi nga, yun nga yung issue. Again, this is not to judge you guys, but really to help and minister you, for you to have a revelation na it's time for you to make a decision. Or else, wala, ganun pa rin ang buhay mo. You'll be blaming. You'll be living a life of regret. So, what's one piece of wisdom and success that you can really advise to people who's listening and watching this right now?
Besides full accountability and yung adult requirement to stand on your own 2 feet as an adult, pay 100% of your bills. Kasi ang dami nga nagsusulat sa amin, they can't even pay their own bills. And they have somebody impregnated already.
Wow.
Funny I think mas inuuna pa nga minsan ng maraming couples to cohabit na hindi pa sila nakakatayo sa sariling paa and pay 100% of their bill. Diba dapat baliktad? Dapat as an adult, if let's say my parents are raising me, dapat si Richard bayaran niya muna yung 100% ng renta niya, saan siya tumitira.
Tama.
And then, pag nagawa mo yon, saka ka mag-cohabit,
Bubukod.
saka ka mag-marry or whatever. Pero ngayon, baliktad eh. You see so many people cohabiting, they cannot paid 100% of their own bills.
Tapos meron na silang anak.
Meron na silang partner and anak. So, imagine, you can't pay for yourself. Now, you have another person to pay for and then another anak.
Wow.
So, I think beside full accountability na tumayo ka sa sariling paa, the next best thing I could say is get a mentor, stronger, wiser, and better than you.
Wow.
Because kung yun ang mentor mo, maambunan ka kung ano yung meron sila na wala ka.
Totoo.
And to me, whatever you have taught us, ikaw, yung mga ang dami kong mentors na nagturo sa akin ng iba-ibang bagay, na isabuhay ko yun. And it worked. It really, may balik talaga sa amin. So I think mentoring is very important.
So right now, I want you to address naman, Richard. Alam mo, your life is really such a testimony. However, I am sure there are people out there who's watching this right now who are probably in their 20s, 30s, 40s, or even 50s na hanggang ngayon wala pa nangyayari sa buhay nila. Parang ano ba to? Lubog pa rin sa utang, wala pa rin akong stable na income, wala pa rin akong ano. Can you please address those people right now who are feeling hopeless and parang feeling na they're at the end of the rope already?
Okay, alam ko yung feeling niya na parang ang tanda ko na wala pa rin nangyayari. Ang number one na naiisip kong advice is to keep improving yourself. Kasi totoo yung sinasabi nila na when you keep improving yourself, parang, di ba, parang minsan nakikita mo, wala nangyayari. 1 buwan, 1 taon, 10 taon, parang wala nangyayari. But if you keep improving yourself, ito yung nangyayari, which is, commit mo sa, I will improve myself. Suddenly, out of the blue, di mo alam kung kailan, the opportunity will come.
Wow.
And because nag-commit ka sa learning, ang dami mo ng tools nahasa ka na. By the time the opportunity come, you're ready. Boom, biglang gaganon yun. Now, if ma-depress ka to the point na wala ka namang ginagawa, wala naman na nangyayari sa akin, so wala na rin yung gagawin, tamad na ako, batugan na ako, tambay na ako. When the opportunity come, you're not ready. So, hindi ka magbo-boom. I've noticed that so many times in my life na, ano ba to? Walang nangyayari. Pero sige, ayusin ko to, improve ko to, ito mali to, next time, let's do better. Ganun lang, wala naman nangyayari. And then suddenly, boom!
Alam mo guys, ano sinasabi ni Richard? Opportunity comes to those who are prepared. Kahit na nandyan yung opportunity, pero pag hindi ka handa, sayang yung opportunity.
Yes.
At saka yung sinabi nga ni Richard talaga na, alam mo sa totoo lang, walang taong tamad, pero maraming taong takot.
Yes.
Takot na masaktan muli. Takot na mag-fail muli. Takot kung ano sabihin ng ibang tao. Takot na walang nangyayari sa buhay nila. Kaya if you are out here right now and watching this, I would like to ask Richard, with your permission, is it okay for you to pray for those people who are afraid, hurting, and then, feeling nila walang nangyayari sa buhay?
Oo naman. Tara, let's pray. Pray tayo. Papa God, salamat for giving me the gift of life. Alam ko na ikaw ay isang perfect na tatay at anak mo ko at hindi mo ko papabayaan kahit na mukhang parang hindi pa maayos yung buhay ko. Papa God, I pray na just like yung nakikita mo, let's say sa buhay ko, sa buhay ni Chinky, sa buhay ng maraming tao na, Lord, i-reveal mo sa akin kung ano yung plano mo. Whisper into my ear, into my heart, whisper to my dreams, whisper to my soul na encouragement na alam mo, Papa God, yung past, present, at future ko. And you hold it in your hands. Ikaw ang may control. So, Papa God, I trust. I choose to trust. And I do not choose to fear. I choose to trust na ikaw, you're trustworthy. Alam mo, Diyos ka, at tatay kita. I pray na bigyan mo ko ng faith na maniwala palalo at wag lumambot o magdalawang isip na sure yung plans mo para sa akin. I just have to do my part. Lord, hindi ko kailangan gawin yung parte mo na ikaw lang makakagawa. Pero yung parte ko, ako lang makakagawa. Lord, I commit to improving myself. I commit to be inspired by your words na marami kang plans for me to prosper me. And you will never leave me. Hindi mo ko iiwan. At I choose to trust that. In Jesus' name, the best days of my life are ahead of me. In Jesus' name.
Guys, if you prayed that prayer, I just want to encourage you to type I prayed sa comment section so that we will stand and agree with you. So before we close this, Richard, where can they follow you and Maricar's, ano yung mga social media?
Okay, you can follow me Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, pati YouTube, Richard Poon PH Philippines. And then kami naman ni Maricar, meron kaming page na Relationship Matters or RMPH. Ganon din, same platforms, TikTok, Facebook, ganon din, Relationship Matters PH.
Siyempre, one line, hindi tayo pagpapaalam, baka mag-request kayo. One-liner ng favorite song na yung memorable song.
Nako, one-liner na favorite song.
Ano yun yan? Yun, di ba yung album na
I'll Take Care. I'll take care of you. Don't be sad. Don't be blue. 'Cause I'll never break your heart in two. 'Cause I'll take care of you.
Guys, please get in touch with Richard if you want to invite him sa shows, private shows, parties, weddings. Richard is the man. Grabe, no? Pero hindi ko na i-reveal yung age. Oo, kasi mukha pa rin siyang 30 plus hanggang ngayon. There you have it. Sana naman natuto kayo, na-inspire kayo. Kung ano man yung mga lessons that you learned through the life of Richard. Always remember, God allowed trials and challenges to go through our lives, not to really harm us, but really bring out the best in us. So, kung may pinagdadaanan ka, don't be in despair. I do believe God has planned to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. Maraming salamat. As we always say, tamang karunungan, tamang disiplina, ang susi sa pagyaman.
2008, pick up ako. And then, nag-double platinum yung album. And then, 2009, the next year, they did Sessionista segment na 7 kami, Nina, MYMP, ako, City,
Wow!
Duncan,
Wow!
Ice Seguera. Nung pinagsama kami, we had such high rating. Eh di lalong lumaki pa yung value. So the moment you're in, medyo maganda na yung performance ng team namin, then the inquiry started pouring in, the TF started going up. So dahan-dahan yun, increment.
Money Masters with Chin Key 10.